Hi guys, just got a little Christmas paper pack that I'm putting into my Etsy shop. So this video, sorry, it's not a crafty one, it's just in Etsy you can only fit 10 pictures, and so I wanted to do a little video so that in the Etsy description I can just put a link to the video so that whoever may be interested in buying it can actually see what's in the pack completely. Yeah, just because you can't capture it all in 10 photos. So I'm going to start with the bigger papers. So it's all papers and they're all Christmas themed, or some aren't actual Christmas themes, but they look Christmassy, if you know what I mean. So I've popped them in. I'm going to start at the bottom to go through the big ones. So this one is, sorry, my desk is so messy. Maybe I need to zoom down, but you'll see my mess. Okay, this one, this is a really large page. It's like huge, and it's out of a book on stained glass. Really beautiful images, and as you know, a lot of the stained glass, they're in churches and stuff like that. So it's really, really gorgeous. Sorry about the glare. It's quite late in the evening here. So this one, really beautiful image, and it's got some other, it's a double page. So it's got some pictures of, you know, cathedrals and stuff like that in there. Maybe I should go down further. Oh goodness, you're going to see all the rubbish around on my desk. And that's another one, really beautiful stained glass windows. Little angel there as well. So there's that double page. Oh, this isn't actually a Christmas one. This is out of a Where's Wally book, but it had the snow on the pine trees and all that sort of stuff, and it just looks so Christmassy. So I've just thrown that one in. This one also wasn't a Christmas page. This one is, if you're in Australia, you'll know Gum Nut Babies. But it looks so Christmassy with the green and gold, so I've popped that in as well, and it's such a beautiful image. So Snugglepot and Cuddle Pie. And in Australia, the wattle trees, they always bloom around Christmas. I love that. I mean, there's a picture on the back as well, but that's the Christmassy look. Okay, this is a page out of really, actually, let me show you the book. See, now I'm getting distracted again. This is a book on hymns and psalms. This was actually in that big pile of old vintage music papers that I got. You would have seen in the reverse garbage haul. And I'm sorry, I've got fabric falling everywhere. I've been making Christmas journals. And it's really old, and inside it's got the most beautiful images, but inside there's some writing here. It says to, I think it's Ross, to Ross dear from Nana and Papa, Xmas 1952. And the book was just so beautiful. Like really, really gorgeous images. So, and Christmassy. So I've put one of the pages out of that in there. They're quite big pages as well. Got this really long one. This is out of a calendar. It's a little bird, and it's a December page. I'm not sure what year it is though. Yeah, I'm not sure what year, but it's a December calendar. I've put 2 ruffle pages because I think the Christmas ruffles, they look so pretty. You know, you fold your page. I won't fold it, but to give you an idea, you fold it and put it in your journal like that. So this is red cotton fabric with little white flowers. It looks really bright red on camera, but it's actually a darker red. It's like Santa Claus red. And I've got a green ruffle. Oh, and they're both coffee dyed papers. So I've put a green ruffle, and that's that Christmas green. I don't know if it comes up on camera. That's like a satin. And they're sewn straight onto the paper. So you'll see the stitching on the back. This is a page out of one of those vintage music books that I got in that same reverse garbage haul. And it is actually a Christmas one. And it was one of the loose pages. It's all yellowed and aged. I'm not sure how old it is though, because it's just a single page. Oh, these were just some magazine pages out of I think it was Donna Hay magazine, but they were so pretty, I thought I'll chuck them in. This is Festive Truffles. Santa's Little Helper, Little Gingerbread Man. And just a Christmas image. Okay, what else? Oh, this was out of a book on angels. Festive Cherubs. So there's a Christmas tree there and angels, candles, everything on a shelf and fireplace. And this page was out of a how-to Christmas book. I think it was just making like little Christmas decorations and projects and stuff like that. So that page is kind of blank, but I left it as a double page in case you want to put it in the journal like that, because it's got a great big pretty Christmas tree there. And this one's out of the same book. Just some Christmas tree images and decorations. Oh, this book's really funny. This is actually, you know the song, The 12 Days of Christmas? Well, this book is The 12 Dogs of Christmas. And it's just a play on that song. So you've got like 7 mutts are dreaming, 6 pooches playing, 5 old hounds. Anyway, you know the song, but the images are really cute. Like, look at that. So this made me think of you, how you love your little doggies. Anyway, there's some little fun pictures in there. I thought you could, if you don't want to use the whole page, cut the little individual doggies out. And this page, I think this was out of one of those how-to Christmas books as well, but a different one. But look at that beautiful image. I love candles, but I've always been too afraid to like leave them on in the house, so I don't even use them. I always feel like the house is going to burn down. Yeah, but so pretty. Candles on a mantle. Well, this is out of a vintage children's colouring book, and it's just Daisy Duck, but she's holding some gifts, and I thought they could be like Christmas gifts. And look at the little Mickey in her bag. And this is like really old paper. It's like all aged and yellowed. And there's some kids scribble colouring on the back. Actually, this might have been out of the same book, yes it was, as the one with the candles on the mantle. Really pretty. And there's another gorgeous image there. Cane chair. Oh, I think this was a how to make that Christmas tree. This was some music paper out of a children's book on how to learn to play the recorder. And it's just got jingle bells on it. I think that's all the Christmassy songs. Jingle bells. So that's a double as well. This page I've had for so long and I never use it. It was in a really old, you can see, book on needles, like a needlepoint book that was falling apart, and I've left the yellow tape on there. You can pull that off if you want, or just trim it down there, but look, so cute. I really love it. Then I've popped in some of my dyed Christmas colour papers. So there was gold or yellow. And these were the food coloured dyed papers. Yellow, red. I love this one. Look at that one. And green. And the matching little envelopes. So they're just plain like office. Kind of, not office, little, I don't know, home ones. Red, yellow, green. This is, I don't have a lot of it. This is actually vintage Christmas paper. And this was from my grandmother's house. There was a roll that had the smallest piece on it. There's about 2 pieces of this, I think. And I just love it. It's so beautiful. And on the back, you can actually see it's all yellowed on the back. And I don't know if that's a watermark or what that is, but so pretty. I'm going to put that underneath to try and flatten it because it keeps wanting to curl up. I've been on a roll for so long. This is out of a, I can't remember, but some sort of children's religious book. Look at that, isn't it gorgeous? Angels, little manger. And I love how it's just blue, no other colour. This was just music. I don't think it was all Christmas music. I think it was all religious type songs, but not all Christmas related. So this one's got "Oh Little Town of Bethlehem," and on the back, "Oh Come All You Faithful." And this was pretty old as well. When I say pretty old, 60s and 70s, I always say is pretty old as well. And some people say that's not that old, but anyway, there's a cute little manger. And this one's a bit yellowed. Oh, this was, I think it was a 1970s book on how to cook and decorate cakes and everything. But there was one Christmas cake in there. Look how it just doesn't look appetizing, does it, to eat? I don't like Christmas cake because they always have that really thick layer of icing, which I don't like. Yeah, but most of this book is black and white. It's pretty cool. My daughter's a great baker. She makes beautiful cakes. She's actually a vet, but she loves baking as a pastime. This was out of a 70s book on how to make mobiles, or mobiles, you know, for little kids, things that hang and dangle. And there was a little Christmas tree one there. This is a children's reader out of like a vocabulary book. We used to have these in year 6 at school. And this one was, it says, read this extract from A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. And then they have to answer you know, read it and answer questions on it. I thought that was pretty cool. I love those books. That's a Christmas page out of a diary. We can't decorate with cookies or anything like that here. The flies and the cockroaches would be swarming in from outside. December, oh, that's only December 16 diary. This is out of a vintage fairy tale children's book. And look at that little dolly under the tree. I love it. I love these pictures where they just use, you know, one colour, monochrome or something. And this is a bit aged and yellow and brittle. And jingle belling. I don't know if they're little gumnut babies as well. I think they might be. Just had the whole alphabet. On the back is K for kissing. Yeah, they're little gumnut babies as well. It's a different book. It's a coffee dyed diary page for December 25. I don't know what year that is. I'm too blind. I don't think it's that old. Oh, I found this in a gardening book. I thought it was really cute. Winter flowers. And they look like little snowdrops. This is a vintage dictionary page and it's got Christmas on there. This is, I don't know what. I don't know where I got this from. But it was in my Christmas pile in my craft room. And I think it's been there for a while. But it's got a slit there and a hole there. So I'm thinking it was some sort of decoration. It might have had another circle that went that way to make a Christmas ball, if you know what I mean. If I find the other half, I'll pop it in as well. But I don't know if I've just got one. I haven't been through all my Christmas stuff yet. I don't have a lot of Christmas stuff. It's a lot of random stuff. This is an actual photo and these were Christmas scenes that I think the person that took the photos, they're from in Australia. If you know, like Myers in the city or the old David Jones buildings and that, the old Grace Brothers buildings, they used to always have, actually they still do, the windows, they always have Christmas scenes and everything every year. And it looks like all the photos were taken out of those Christmas scenes. So that's one of those photos. This was from that reverse garbage photo haul as well. Okay, then I've got some little odds and pods here. It's just a red heart paper doily. And one of those floral cards. And that was just red, yellow, green. I thought it looked Christmassy. And I've got two vintage recipe cards. They're a bit yellowed. And I tried to look for some Christmas food ones, but this is as close as I got. Individual roast chickens and a cherry pie. And I think those were from the 70s pack. And that's just a little bitty cute Christmas card. It hasn't been written in. Oh, this. I don't know if you'll recognise this. You have to be a bit older like me. These were Telstra phone cards and we don't have them anymore, but ages ago, before mobile phones, the public phones used to have these calling cards. You could buy prepaid cards and stuff like that. And it's just like a credit card. And I think some people collect these now. I'm not sure why. But anyway, so that was a Christmas one. And Telstra, yeah, they don't have these anymore. Actually, you're hard pressed finding a public phone booth these days other than at train stations. Wait, I'll leave that to last. Okay, this is just some little Christmas stamps. So they're a bit grungy and beaten up, like this one's got a little corner taken off them. Little bell, that one's got a corner taken off. But you can use them to make embellishments. That one's cute. Little gingerbread house. So those little stampies. Okay, this page. This is out of a little, this is what it was, Hymns, Ancient and Modern. And this was a tiny little one that I saved from a curbside cleanup that I've been using the pages. It was falling apart and had some water damage and ripped. Now there's one on here, it has Christmas, and this wasn't the original page. The original page that I pulled out, it had New Year's Day on there, and I thought, oh, close enough, because I didn't know there was a Christmas one. New Year's Day, and then I was just looking, admiring how pretty are these little pages. And then on the top bit, I see the circumcision. I was like, oh, well, that's great for your Christmas journal, isn't it? So out with that one. So I flicked through the rest of the little book, and I did find a little Christmas page. So, I'll pop that out, that in there. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. This one I'll have to stick down that way and hide that. Anyway, so this little paper pack is going into my little Etsy shop sometime this evening. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.